Hi folks! This video is from an earlier trip and takes us to the Capricorn Caves. They were discovered back in 1881 by a Norwegian migrant named John Olsen. For a long time the caves were called the Olsens Caves. They are privately owned and so is the business operating the tours. The caves are developed over time out of the limestone, which in turn comes from the corals that grew in shallow waters a very long time ago. The cave tours are one of the longest running tourist attractions in Queensland. The tour takes about an hour and involves about 1 kilometer of walking, so it's pretty easy walk. It's a short distance from the car park to the entrance of the cave, so not a long walk at all. The main attraction is a large chamber in the caves called the Cathedral. Once you get in there, they'll dim the lights and play the song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. It's a pretty awesome experience. I took my handheld camera and filmed sections of the cave, so you can see that at the end of the driving section. And of course, due to copyright police, I'm unable to give you the original sound of the Hallelujah song when played in the cathedral, so you have to imagine it yourself. The cave also has a few bats you can catch glimpses of if you're brave enough. Now, if you're in this area, it's well worth the time and effort to plunge yourself underground and experience this firsthand. In the next section, we finally get to the city of Rockhampton, but more about that then. We are here at the caves entrance. We bought our ticket for the Cathedral tour and it will start on the hour, so we'll be soon heading into the caves.
Yeah, they just use their thread.
I think it was finger food. Wonderful. Anytime I point out a spider, you see everyone slowly like that. It's like, yep. If you want to see a golden orb spider, because they have like a golden type of web, there's a little male just right there. There was a much larger one like right there. She was like this big. Golden orb spider. I know, she was massive. But in the spider world, so great. If the males don't impress the females to, you know, mate with her, then she's gonna eat them. And like 3 days ago she was there and I was on one of my tours and I came across and she was wrapping a male up in a web and she was there just like munching on him. It was so great. Rock actually collapsing out in, I think it was my dream last night, so over time it's gonna collapse out of the wall there. If we were to say walk 100-200 meters underground, we've never been underground, but if we were to, we'd actually get to water. If you go to the females' toilets, there's a lot of them there. Just to let you know. Yeah, only in one of them, so don't go to the one that's close to the door because there's always time in there. Usually, sometimes these moths have different colours on their wings. Sometimes they have like blue, sometimes they have green, some tints of orange. So yeah, they are quite colourful moths, these ones. The bats try to eat them too. Yeah, we've got like really tiny micro bats which have a wingspan that big, and they try to feed on the moths. Yeah. Anytime they fly through the cave though, the moth stays in the same spot that starts to flutter really quick. Yeah. We know there's lots of underground caves because so many parts of the ground sounds like a drum. It is like so hollow as well. What is underneath right now? The ceiling of this cave is collapsed. That's the ceiling over there. You can actually see straight through that crack right in the middle there too if you have a look in between it. It used to be one piece, but just as it hit the ground, cracked it straight in half, just by the force. Yeah. Lucky we weren't here at the time of that. Captured that bit on video, didn't you? Yeah. Oops. Everyone always says that this has been like a very different, interesting experience for them because people are so not used to coming into such a dry cave, and like so many caves around Australia are always like dripping with water or water's like flowing down the walls, but that happens in here maybe once a year if we're lucky, or once every couple of years, so yeah, it's very rare that we see it with water in here. So it's up to you what you feel like doing once you get in there.
I just want to get the photo taken. If you come here, I'll get that red stuff around.
In here?
Just stand on there, yeah.
past, but there are also roofs on the ceiling as well. Walls, that's algae and fungi. This one is called lichen. Wait, remember that. There is one bat up here, if you want to have a close look at that. Let me show you. That last rock, just still there. You can see the little popping off to the side there. Yeah. This would be a horseshoe bat, because they don't mind twilight zones, so they don't mind that light together. But it's like very tiny. Just straight up into yeah, it's tiny, isn't it? We do say 5, but we get little and large benefit bats. We get horseshoe bats like horseshoe. It was an enclosed dry rainforest, but we had a bushfire that destroyed 80% of our dry rainforest. So when we went for a walk, say a week after the fire, we got the sinking into the ground, and that's where the roots were. But the whole root system is completely wiped out. The fire didn't really worry about the dry rainforest much. Usually there's fire tolerance. That is algae and fungi. Yeah, it's what we call lichen. It can actually be breaking down the limestone as well. So the green stuff's growing on the limestone, and because of fungi decomposes, so it's actually breaking down the limestone to become like organic soil. Pretty much. Yeah.